Hey, welcome back to my blog. I've had another question tweeted in, and so we'll be talking about that today. So this question actually comes from a guy called Hardeep, who's just asked, he just wonders, could you offer an insight into how healing can assist with letting go of negative emotions? Okay, so what we're talking about here is two different aspects. One is the healing aspect itself. The other one is the emotional body. So as I am a spiritual healer and have been for many years now, one of my specialities is dealing with the emotional body, dealing with the conflict that one has with the emotional body. We are talking about different subjects here. So you can talk about hurt, pain, letting go, grief. You can talk about ego as well. Ego is not a good thing, even though people love to say, oh, it's amazing because they're so full of themselves. Actually, it's actually a very negative aspect of one's being. Confidence, on the other hand, is a good thing. So try not to mix the two, because ego and confidence are completely two different things. Okay, how does healing help with the emotional side of letting go of emotions? Well, what happens is when a human being who is an energy being has so many things thrown at them, so many different things thrown at them from different directions, it sticks. Some bounce off, some stick. So you're having a game of ping pong ball or tennis, whatever you want to call it, and there's so many things that you're going to be able to throw back out, and so many things that you're going to keep in. Usually when I have a lot of people come into me and say, this incident happened or this took place, this is how I feel. So it's very much associated with feeling. This is how I feel. This is what happened. I can't believe this happened. I can't let it go. When a person is, let's say, reciting or repeating the same conversation once again, what has happened to them, where they've been emotionally hurt in a different way, it gets stuck somewhere in the emotional body, which then become little fragments, and then they go and stick, let's say, to the blood cells. So what happens is we have an accumulation of energy which is gathering from different spores and getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So what happens is when people say, actually, I feel heartbroken, or I feel that I've got a ball in my throat, or anything like my stomach, I felt sick to the stomach, that's emotions. That's your emotional body. That is your physiological body, which is reacting. It is reacting to let's say it could be a situation, circumstances, or it could be reacting to your own, let's say, fears. So when one goes into, let's say, a meltdown of any such way, what can happen? It can accumulate anywhere in the body. So what you see that as is stagnant energy. So when I'm working on somebody, I will see it as murky energy in different layers on different parts. Or people who feel and who don't see, they will feel that there's a block or an obstacle that's not allowing something else to flow by. You could just basically see it as a river that streams out into different ways. Now, if you put a wall, you will stop the stream from going further and letting water to the other parts of, let's say, other streams it's joined. So if you open that dam or break that wall down, it then flows naturally again. It's the same stuff that happens with human beings. If something gets blocked, it stops the rest of their body from functioning, or their well-being from functioning in different layers. So through a healing, what a healer will do is channel energy. Through channeled energy, either through seeing, feeling, knowing, they will then clear that block. They will clear it away. They will remove, clear, energetically send it through either the feet or the head or through the hands, or lift it out. And what they're doing, allowing the rest of your body to function. And what a lot of my clients feel after I've done that work, where I've allowed the emotional body or the emotional healing to take place, is they feel lighter. They feel lighter within themselves. They feel that they can breathe. They feel that they've let go of something. So a healing in that respect helps on an emotional level. How I deal with clearing emotional residue, one can call it, or emotional baggage in the consultation that I perform, is that I would actually look where the blockages of emotional energy are. So it could be through thoughts, it could be through words, it could be through a blockage of, let's say, fear. Fear is one of the energies that condenses and denses so much in the physical body that it can create dis-ease of some sort later on or at that time. So if I can see it, I will then go on to eliminate it. It's like clearing. So you're clearing it away, just imagining a dustpan and brush and clearing it away gently and gently. And sometimes if it's been there for a long time, it's harder because you're trying to get to the core of it, to remove it. So you're just not removing it from a layer. It's just going to the core of it. And if it has, let's say, got physical elements to it now because it's been there for a number of years, say there is a physical disease or unease in the body from it, has it attached itself to an organ, is it in the skin, wherever it could have been, you would, as a healer, you would work deeper into that to remove it gently, really nice and gently, not causing any aggravation to the client. 9 times out of 10 clients feel what you do without touching them. They actually feel it. So what you're looking for here is to make sure that you do it with ease. And what I hear time and time again from the clients that I work with is that they feel lighter, that they feel that they don't have this reoccurring stuff, that it's like anything. They feel lighter, they can breathe, that the discomfort has subsided, and those negative thoughts or those patterns are not reoccurring again. So that's the achievement. But some people feel that they come to one session and that it's done. That's it. Yes, it can be, but if it's deep rooted, if there's a different element or different layers of, let's say there's fear, there's anger, then there's jealousy, then there's also bitterness, any thought of stack, it has to be worked through slowly at different levels without causing any sort of aggravation to the client. So what you're looking at here, to the questioner here, is yes, it does help. Different elements do help, because all you're doing is lightening the baggage, lightening the backpack that people carry with all this stuff. But at the same time, it's giving the freedom of the mind to make space for new ideas, new inventions, removing blocks and obstacles that are causing hindrances in one's path. Therefore, you're able to walk and run through the path instead of carrying this massive bag and you're actually dragging your feet on the ground. On another hand, when somebody's grieving and they're coming through for a healing because they can't let go, what you're doing is doing an emotional cut. So what you're doing is allowing two people to disconnect from each other. So if somebody has passed over and somebody on earth can't let go, is making the distance, is allowing them to break away from each other's energy. And a competent healer is able to do that. It's quite naturally done. It's performed in a nice and safe environment, and there's no drama involved. So yes, healing does help with that too. So I've dealt and helped with on different sorts of emotional well-being. So I hope that answers your question. You know, it is all about channeling energy. So the healer is not the one doing the work. It's channel energy that is going through your energy, it's like using a vacuum and taking that stagnant energy that you have away, replacing it with positive, loving, healing energy, making you whole again, and where you're able to live the rest of your life without having the previous emotional baggage with you. I hope that helps you, and I hope that answered your question. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube. Please follow me on Twitter at Jas Bassi online. I'm on Facebook as JasBassi8, and if you have any questions, you can hashtag JB Video Blog, and I'll endeavour to get back to you and answer your questions via blogs or video, whichever way it is. God bless. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.